this week. We are shining a huge spotlight on the city of Harrodsburg.
Yeah, we're going to kick off our celebrations with possibly the next adventure for you and your family. Old Fort Harrod State Park could be bringing you back to your early history classes.
It commemorates the first English settlement west of the Allegheny Mountains. LAX 18's Austin Pollock gives us a taste of what you can expect.
They came here in search of land and a new beginning, so they created the town of Harrodsburg first.
As you approach Old Fort Harrod State Park, its historic look, stones, and cabins are intriguing to history buffs and beyond.
These people were searching for freedom and their own lands. All the land had been bought up on the other side of the mountains in the original 13 colonies.
David Coleman has been the park manager for the last 13 years. He says the park is mostly replicas, but there are some authentic pieces.
We actually have extremely detailed and accurate records of exactly how the original fort was constructed, right down to a map with measurements on it.
Come summer, the park has interpreters inside the cabins explaining pieces of history and giving context to the park.
This cabin, during the season, we'll have our basket weaver in here, and she'll interpret, not only give some history on George Rogers Clark, but also teach you about how she's making the basket.
During the season, you can also learn from the blacksmith, soap maker, or about candle dipping.
You get a wide variety of different tasks that would have been going on inside the fort in those days.
In the winter months,
this cabin, the home of Mark McGowan,
you'll still learn some of the significance. Coleman says he has burned a fire in the fireplace here before. He and his staff have even cooked chili for lunch.
We try our best to live it as best we can. So when people say, well, how do you cook on that? It's like, well, I can tell you because I've done it.
Whether you're interested in the fort or the museum, Coleman says there's plenty to do. The museum has artifacts from the 15th or 16th century up to the early 1900s.
You can spend as much or as little time as you want. Some people will buy their ticket. They'll be through the fort in 20 minutes in the wintertime like this when there's no interpreters, or 30 minutes in the summertime.
If that's not enough history, Pioneer Cemetery is there too, which is the oldest cemetery in Kentucky. In Harrodsburg, Austin Pollock, LAX 18 News.